Oh, the tea kettle is hot, and honey, Porsha Williams is spilling the RHOAT on Kelli Ferrell and getting her lick back, meanwhile selling luxury wigs. If you thought this season was messy, Porsha just hopped on TikTok Live with Cynthia Bailey, of all people, to clear up the quote-unquote dirty tea scene. And let's just say the receipts are printed, laminated, and filed under I got my lick back. Stay tuned for more. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Delightful by Design. Today we are talking about the mother of all mess. I just watched Porsha and Cynthia's TikTok live, and if you thought Porsha was highly communicative before, think again. She officially graduated from the school of getting your lick back, and the class is in session. All of this is alleged and the accounts of Porsha Williams. So here are some takeaways from Porsha spilling the tea to bone collector Cynthia Bailey.
Communicative with her, me trying to really talk to her as a grown woman ain't working. Let me take it to lick back.
Right.
Okay? So
and you almost realize, actually, when someone says something about you in this friend circle, it's not when you go get your lick back. No, it's not if you go get it back, it's when. You know what I mean? And sometimes you want to sit down a little bit.
Right.
And then when the right time comes, you be like, let me go and get it back right.
The lick back rule. Porsha believes in evening the score to move forward. Once the quote-unquote lick is handled, she's ready to begin to be friends again, right? So Porsha broke it down for us growing up. If her siblings hit her mom didn't say go to your room. No, she said get your lick back so things could be even. And child, did she get it? She's been sitting on some information like a vintage Chanel bag, just waiting for the right moment to pull it out. She calls it one in the chamber. And honey, the safety is off.
I didn't tell nobody. I kept it to myself. He was like, well, if you want it, you can say it if you want. And I was like, I don't know. I see how this season goes. I see if she has,
Hotel receipts. And this must be a small world because apparently the Atlanta circle is smaller than we thought. With everyone dating everyone, confirmed by Claudia Jordan. Now let's get into the actual tea. Porsha revealed she was in the kitchen with a friend. Shout out to Claudia Jordan for keeping the girl's name in the street when she read the text from a married man's phone.
Stuff or whatever, and he got a text message. And I said, he didn't say nothing to me. So he read a text message and he changed energy. And I said, oh, okay. So he said, look at this.
Now the receipts, Porsha said that she insisted that she reads the messages for herself directly from the source's phone, not from a third party. According to Porsha, while this girl was supposedly judging her life, she was actually in a hotel room at the BET Award with a married man she met on a plane. The irony, right? While they were doing the adult thing, the text said she was on the phone talking about Porsha and Dennis. Porsha responded, why would you be talking about me? You should be talking about the Watts.
And so he showed me, this is why I say I'm the receipt. He showed me in his phone the text messages as they were coming in. So I don't need to have anybody, it's not third party. I myself, it's not like he told me, he paraphrased. I read them out of his phone myself.
As they were coming in.
As they were coming in.
Bubbles loading.
They were
and all
loading.
that. You're like, okay.
So the first message was, I just effed Kelly, right? I know this is TikTok Live. I hope this is adult TikTok Live. I just this, right? So I was like, what? I said, why did he tell you that? So apparently, he told him that.
Yeah, I was going to say, why would he tell him that?
Because they're friends.
Oh.
And he told me because he was kind of in his feelings. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm going to tell you because this.
Because he dated her as well.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And at the time, I wasn't fully aware of that. But now when I look back, I'm like, oh, that's why yeah. So anyway, he said. It's complicated. Woo. So he said, I just intimate with Kelli. And so I said, okay. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm reading. So then he says, she mentioned that she's on the phone with Porsha. So they done finished whatever they did. She's in the bed. He done went into the bathroom talking and, texting or whatever and said, she mentioned Porsha. And so I thought to myself.
But why?
I said to him, why would she mention me? And he said, well, she said something about Dennis. And so I said, huh? So then I thought about it. BET Awards was after the reunion. Remember the reunion?
Yeah.
So remember at the reunion, Dennis came to the reunion. And Dennis and Kelli kind of had a back and forth about her saying that he was trying to hit her up, and she asked him, like, what's going on? Remember they had that back and forth?
Yeah.
Where kind of it seemed like they had kind of talked or something.
Right.
So she was apparently gossiping on the phone about that to this person she was on the phone with. Ooh. And so she said my name just to throw him off. Because, of course, he would be thinking, why are you mentioning Dennis?
She also reminded us in the beginning that the editing for the show is a beast. That the dirty tea scene was chopped and screwed, which is why Porsha had to spill it out for the producers in her confessional. But at the end of the day, she's back, she's selling wigs, and she still got more tea in the pot for later.
So that's why it sounded confusing on the show because you see how long it takes to explain that. A scene is only a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And of course she's talking over me, they couldn't get it. So that's why I had to rehash it to the producer in my confessional. Exactly.
Because context is everything.
Context is everything.
And we have no control of editing, you guys. So we could have, that conversation could have been 20 minutes, and what you guys will see is what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of it?
2 or 3 minutes.
At best?
So it's gonna be choppy.
Yeah.
So all she did to confuse the situation was say, why would I be talking about Porsha and Dennis while having sex? Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that you did. I said that it was a conversation.
I actually said in my confessional too, I was like, why would they be talking about the last thing is somebody's having sex with a married man is talking about Porsha and Dennis. They should be talking about the wife.
The wife.
So is this absolutely mess? Yes, it's Atlanta. Absolutely. So stay tuned because Porsha is just getting started. Tell me what you think about this in the comments below.
I didn't tell nobody. I kept it to myself. He was like, well, if you want it, you can say it if you want. And I was like, I don't know. I see how the season goes. I see if she has, what.
That's called, in housewife world, keeping one in the chamber.
Keeping one.
Keeping it until you're ready to fire it.
Yes, that is keeping one in the chamber. Reminder, y'all, we are still locked and loaded. We're still shopping. We are still on TikTok Live. I promise y'all, this ain't a podcast.
Listen, when I say this thing took a whole turn.
But we having tea time.
Listen, we are, but we still selling these wigs too, right?
Yes, so we go.
Okay, that's it. And thank you for watching, fam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. The drama never sleeps, and neither do we. Catch you in the next one, and bye for now.